as an entrepreneur, okay, so there's probably a lot of young people watching this. What would you say is almost like your top life hack for starting a business or trying to get into that entrepreneurial mindset? If that's like, whether that's like a tool that you use, whether that's like planning your day, like if you had to do one tool, you can only use one tool or one hack, what would it be?
Figure out within your skill set the biggest problem that you can solve in a small market. Meaning, like, let's take the software we built, Omni Lightning. It solves the biggest problem for retailers. It shows them how many sales they have in a store offline from an online ad. Like most people, that's a local business that's not e-com, that's their biggest struggle. So that was a problem I solved by building a software before we created Omni Lightning, an insurance software. But that came from learning insurance, which came from learning sales, which came from reading books. So there's all of these things that are gonna happen that my answer to that question would be twofold, because the second answer I'll give will help the first, is to figure out the problem you want to solve when starting a business. Because you can't just go say like, I want to start a plumbing business because I know plumbing. You could, but how are you going to differentiate yourself and how are you going to be unique in your competitive landscape in your area against other plumbers? You got to know like the core problem that you solve. If it's a specialization, whether it's businesses, consumers, this one very specific problem. But the second thing is, and I can't even impress this enough upon people, and it's so boring, is to read. Because the more that you read, like I can't even impress upon it. I'll try to think of something on the spot here. But like the things I know how to do inside of business will literally create hundreds of jobs, hundreds of millions in revenue over time. And it's because of like what I know how to do. And yes, I learned a lot of that through action, but like I just don't think enough people read today on anything from operations to marketing to sales to finance to customer service to creating softwares to hiring people to all these different things. But I've done that over 14, almost 15 years now. I've been reading books pretty much 30 to 60 minutes a day, every day.
Yeah.
And but solving the problem for the customer will make you a ton of money.